Alright, I just gotta set up this thing. How's it going, everybody? We're gonna be playing some 80 card ephemerate death and taxes. I don't know about this card. It's obviously a powerful card. It's a good protection spell for your creatures, and it's obviously insane with cards like Solitude and sometimes Flicker Wisp, Skyclave Apparition, Stoneforge Mystic. These cards all do a lot of work with a blink effect. So we're hoping to get some value there. Just one sec while I update my stream. If you're ever interested in what list I was playing, it's probably on my Twitter, kponsmtg, same as my YouTube, same as my Twitch. And you can check it out there. Cool. All right, should be good. Let's get into a league. Oops. Ooh. What's up, last guy? That is pretty curious. So I'm live and also death. Life and death. All in one being, yin and yang. We are at once coming apart and being sewn together, expanding and contracting. You got the hearse ready, ready for the death. Alright, this has got to be Ghostbusters. It exiles cards from the graveyard, gets rid of ghosts, gets rid of things that come back from the dead. Somebody's probably already done like a Ghostbusters altar on unlicensed hearse, right? I don't think any of those guys had licenses in Ghostbusters, right? Slimer definitely doesn't have a license. Should definitely have a cat cam on. There's a cute cat happening right now. I'm too lazy to turn it on. Oh, 2 minutes. No opponent. Oh, am I still streaming? No. I mean, I'm streaming, but I was wondering if I was streaming someone else's stream. Let's close Spotify. So many tabs open, you know? There we go. We got a match. How's the day going, last god? Trying out Kataki. I did lose to 8 cast, like in the last league that I played. And Kataki would help a lot against that deck. Also, Kataki is probably pretty good against Hammer. I just want to try it out, see what I think. My theory is that it's worse than like Cathar Commando slash Relic Warder in a lot of situations, but I think it's fine. And it's definitely better against the 8 cast deck. Like it's absurd against that deck. But I don't know if what's up, Spider? How you doing? Ragavan. Is this Gigantha? Oh, easy matchup. Easy matchup. I mean, Death Shadow's a good deck, don't get me wrong. So it's never like a free matchup, but it's definitely a favored matchup for us, I think. Like, pretty heavily, I think. Unholy Heat. I can just Skyclave it next turn, so I'm gonna let it hit us here. They can't really cast anything unless they hit a 1-drop, but they do get a treasure out of the deal. Damn it, they hit Giver? Oh shit, that's really good. Oh shit, alright, well, that's a bummer. Opponent hit real well there. That changes things up a little bit. I think I still grab the Raggy. We probably will have to Solitude the Giver, though, at some point, which is a bummer. Ugh. So far, my opponent's Ragavans have not been like that clutch like that. They sometimes hit something good, but usually they want to do something else that turn anyway. So it's usually been not that bad. Unholy Heat on my Skyclave. That's rude. It's funny that Unholy Heat's just better than Lightning Bolt. By most people's assumption. I mean, it does 6 damage. It is kind of better than Lightning Bolt. We're going up. I don't think they play any islands. So it is tempting. The downside of this is they could get a mount. Oh, they don't have any other basics. Okay. That worked out. That Giver is problematic. They did have more land and expressive. Yeah, finally caved, and I'm trying out the ephemerates today. Falcon Push. It's not chill. That's not chill, friends. Oh, it's either way too bright or way too dark in this room, but that's just kind of how it works right now. Suppose. Yeah, I feel like we're getting buried here. That one Ragavan hitting that one Giver runes kind of sucked for us. That and the Cauldron draw was obviously pretty bad, but it could be alright here. I'm gonna take up since we have Solitude and Yorion. We could put into our hand. Untapped land here is fine. Path is fine. I guess we path the giver right now. Put Yorian in hand. It's a decent draw. And then we have a couple good turns coming up. If we don't get thought seized. They're probably gonna dig for a thought seize with this EI. I guess we could Solitude here if we really wanted to, but we probably don't. Damn, there's the thought seize. Alright, that sucks. We could respond by solituding, but that doesn't really make sense. Let's not do that. Let's let them take either Yorian or Solitude. Probably going to be Solitude. No, they took the Yorian. Alright. They have another Thoughtseize? Oh, shit. Well, that's pretty bad. Damn, double Thoughtseize that turn, huh? Nice expressive iteration, I guess. Dang. They are at 4, though. With 1 card, and I guess they have 3 cards in hand, kind of. We'll still put this up to 5, because 4 doesn't do anything. Factory go. Not the best situation here. If that was Tech Edge, it would be a little bit better, for sure. Edge, you're another threat, so we have 1 turn to figure this out. Basically. Ooh. Rough. Yikes. Alright. This is why I thought this card was bad. This is exactly why I thought that card was pretty bad. Alright. That's why I haven't played it yet. So, I mean, that sort of counts as an ephemerate blowout because we got blown out by having it in our deck. So what don't I like here? I think Arbiter is great on the play. I think all the removal is good. Archon's kind of medium. I mean, obviously, it's good against Ledger Shredder, I guess, but it doesn't attack into Ledger Shredder. I don't really like Archon in this matchup, honestly. I think it's kind of whatever. And I don't actually love Thalia either. Let's go with that. I miss our Squad Hawks, you know? We're gonna keep this. And this Arbiter is gonna die and we're gonna cry, but I mean, we're gonna keep it. It's too good to pass up on, I think. Arbiter double Ghost Quarter. And they might not have it. They definitely do. But maybe we'll draw another Arbiter at some point. Hey, let's go. Yeah, I don't think they can keep a hand without a removal spell. Maybe they'll tap out here. Do they have the bobble? No. It's like their red source, so they can't heat it. They had another red source in hand. That's not a fetch. What are the chances? What are the chances? Who would have guessed? I'm gonna play Wisp, target Ghost Quarter. Think. Dress down. Okay. That stops that pretty well. Lena Number is a good card smasher. It's a good one. What's this? Terminate. Damn. Opponent's got everything. I'm gonna attack here. Then we're gonna play Flicker Wisp. Blinking Flicker Wisp. Play Giver, let them trigger the Shredder, I guess. And then we can target Shredder, I guess. Seems pretty good. Could have targeted one of their lands, but I don't think that was the right move. Yeah, digging for removal. Stupid connive doing things. True. True. Take this hit. They don't play Team or Battle Rage, do they? What's up, Resto Kiki? I didn't think they were playing that anymore. Oh, okay, with the Frost Dragon being awful. How's it going? Thanks for being awful. Actually, it's fine here, I guess. Could swing both. Just chump with Giver. We're gonna put Urian into our hand for sure. I think we just swing one, probably. Another EI? God damn. Card's so good. There needs to be a white EI. Damn it. If that was pro black, I guess. Give her down. We got Cave of the Frost Dragon that can attack next turn. So they have 3 flyers to their 1 flying blocker. So we're in a pretty good spot, but they could obviously have anything. They discarded a land to Shredder. Skyclave's good. I think we have to just Skyclave the Shadow because we could die next turn if we don't. And then we can swing both. I guess we can just swing both and then Skyclave the Shadow. Do they play Counterspell? They could play Dress Down here. But then we can still block the Shadow, hopefully. They might have just been dead if we swung with the Cave, but I'm fine with that trade. Skyclave is a pretty good answer to that dude. Could have played the Amarius Call, but there's a chance that we want to like Solitude and play Yorion next turn. Another EI, and they scoop. Okay. All right. Yeah, I still don't think Archon's very good here. People might disagree with that. I've heard people say that Archon is good against the Ledger Shredder decks. I don't really think it is. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think Ephemerate is kind of good because it protects our creatures. So if there is a matchup where Ephemerate's good, it's probably the all removal deck. I also want to try it out and I want to see if it's good. Everything else looks pretty good. Let's just run it back, I guess. Game 3 fight. First time we've been on the draw in this match so far. Not gonna keep this hand. Even though it kind of plays Magic with 1 land. Honestly, not the worst 1-lander, but not gonna do it. We have the Solitude Ephemerate play here. Not anymore, we don't. I'll probably take Solitude. Yeah, white creature EI would be sick. Sick nasty. Yeah, they take the Solitude. That makes sense. Gonna show our opponent what we drew because I wanna hit my land drops here. So with this Ephemerate, like we could play the Arbiter on turn 3. Is that crazy though? I think that's probably right. I don't want to just run it out into nothing. Wobble. They must have just drawn that, huh? Swinging for 1. Got me. Dress down maybe next turn. 3 mana up. No play here. Could just like I ganja that thing. We don't even have to cast anything here. They're holding up 3 men on our turn. Like, what are they doing? I think I'm just passing the turn. They know about the Aganja, but whatever. You know, not attack. I guess that would hurt us kind of bad. Wobble. Yeah, that's a good non-attack, actually. Smart play. We could Skyclave Ephemerate next turn, but I will assume that they have the dress down here. I'm gonna assume they have dress down. Yeah, I figured. But we can Ephemerate on their upkeep. And hopefully they don't have the removal. Probably will. Yeah. Alright, I guess we lose. Could have been more patient there. That was a pretty sick 2-for-1. Shit. Yeah, we got really got by that second removal spell. But I don't know. I mean, we're just supposed to do there. Not try to do it? Maybe. Maybe. Yikes. I don't like this cave. This cave's been terrible every time I've drawn it. I mean, I don't know. I guess it was fine last game, but tapped land that costs 5 to activate. Yuck. I guess we just play Batterskull. I don't really know here. EOT Ephemerate. Oh. That would have been the play. Yeah, you're right, Spider. That would have been way better. I don't know why I thought I had to do it on upkeep. You're totally right. Yeah, that was the move. Instead, we're super dead here. But yeah, I probably have a good chance in this game if I do that. It's 9. Alright, that matchup felt really easy for Squawks. It felt very medium for this basic taxes deck. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's why I think I wanted to do it on their turn so they wouldn't get the Kanai. But yeah, it would have been way better to do that. Um, yeah, that felt kind of icky, but I also kind of played into the removal with the Ephemerate. So had I played the Ephemerate better, maybe we would have had a shot there. I just think Ephemerate's like bad Squad Hawk. It doesn't draw me any cards. I would honestly rather this was like anything else. At least against Shadow. I don't know. I wanted to keep it in the deck because it's good at blanking removal, but if they know about it, it gets a lot worse. And they do play Thoughtseize. Damn. Pretty poor play there, though. I will chalk some of that up to just poor play. What the hell? What are you doing, Nance? I think my cat just like fell off the table. She doesn't know what's going on. Hey, Cave of the Frost Dragon's coming in untapped if we keep this hand. I think this hand's pretty good because it has Ephemerate Solitude. If they're not a creature deck, this hand's pretty bad, but we're going to keep it. Tap Steam Vents. No companion. I don't know what they're doing. Could be creativity. Scalding Tarn. I mean, this could just be Blue-Red Murktide. Cutie. They got a basic island. Misty. Probably creativity. But I don't know. Basic island doesn't really make sense in creativity. They're like a Blood Moon deck? Oh. I see. Okay. Some rhinos? Sure. We can get all their creatures with this one Solitude. Which is pretty cool, I'll say. And we will do that. And we're doing it on their turn for sure, because they could have Slam Jam or whatever it's called. Force Negation. And we're going to pitch Emeria's Call, because it's not really a spell. First, we're going to get the Shardless Agent. Let that resolve. Ephemerate that. Alright, this Ephemerate was pretty good. This Ephemerate was pretty good. And then, if they have a Force of Negation for the Ephemerate that we cast on upkeep here, then we can just Flicker Wisp the token, but I guess we don't need to. They gain a lot of life, but we can just put like Yorion into hand here or something. We could Field of Ruin, that Steam Vents. I don't know how many basics they play. Probably not that many. They do have a red basic, alright. Fair enough. We got to do the Solitude Ephemerate thing. That counts as a Ephemerate blowout, I guess. That was kind of cool. It only was one card. It only traded for one card, but it was pretty good. They're doing it again. Yikes. That one's annoying, actually. Guess we have to path one and then flicker out the other. Do they have more basics? They have 4 basics? Damn. For some reason, I didn't expect that. Keep killing rhinos. I guess they could Furious next turn, and that would be terrible. Do they main deck Fury? I haven't played against rhinos that often lately. It's been mostly Living End and Glimpse. What's going on here? Am I still online? Yeah, they do have the Fury. God damn it. Oh, that's a beating. Yep, probably dead now. We beat the first 2 rhinos, but we can't beat the Fury. And they still have 4 cards. Blood Moon. Main deck Blood Moon Rhinos, huh? No wonder they're playing so many basics. I mean, it doesn't matter. We have lots of basics in our deck. We have plenty of basics, but it's just interesting here. Yorion is pretty good against the rhinos on its own, being a 4/5. Also, Yorion plus Giver can beat Fury or anything, you know. So we just need to top deck some decent ones, like a Stoneforge or something. Archon is very good, actually. They could respond to the Archon with rhinos here, which I'm worried about, but we're doing anyway. Violent Outburst. Fire. Okay. Well, as long as that Archon stays in play, we can't get Rhino'd again. And then we got Yorion that can just beat down starting next turn. So we're in a pretty decent spot, I guess. That's a pretty decent draw as well. I'm gonna attack first. Oh yeah, we can't cast 2 spells in a turn, so we're just gonna play Yorion here. No Ether Vial, unfortunately. Petty Theft, Bouncing Archon. Alright. Fair enough. They have the outburst. They couldn't have cast it last turn, so. Alright, so I think I play Ether Vial, then Thalia, then Archon. But I'm going to attack first. We're at 16, so we can take one hit from the Rhinos if they do have them. I may regret that, but... They have to respond to this, I think, because, yeah, they don't have enough. They did not respond, so they don't have Violent Outburst. Another Fury. Whoa, you can't cast it. Oh, they can. Never mind. I don't know why I counted 5 and thought they couldn't. Yeah, they definitely can. There's Rhinos. Alright, so we have to take this big hit from the Rhinos. If they have a Fury here, we're in a really bad spot. They do have 2 red now, so yeah, if they just hard cast another Fury, god damn it. They had perfects? Ugh, that sucks, friends. Their draw was extremely good. Triple Rhinos, Fury, Petty Theft. No blanks like Force Negation or anything like that, it seems like. I mean, they did draw 1 blank in Blood Moon, but... Yikes. Thanks, Ilion. Oof. I guess attacking was a bit bold there. Damn, we did literally everything here and still got kind of crushed. Well, Ephemerate sucks. I don't know. It was good. We killed 2 Rhinos and a Shardless Agent with it. But it wasn't good enough. Fury is a problem. I think, I don't know, they have to be playing a certain amount of fetches, right? Like a good amount. So I think Arbiter's fine on the play. I don't really like Ephemerate. Even though it's probably right to play some amount here. Path is kind of whatever. Skyclave doesn't really do anything, actually. Yeah, Skyclave's kind of bad. Let's get that out of there. And then... maybe 2 of the Ephemerates. No, I do keep on... I do want to keep trying the Ephemerates, so I'll dunk, like... Actually, all these other cards are good. I think it is just a couple of Ephemerates. Modern Horizons 2 doing Modern Horizons 2 things. Well, Ephemerate's from Modern Horizon 1, right? That's a keeper. Do I attack with Mishra's Factory here? No. No, that's just too bad if they have like a dead Gone or whatever. That's why it sucks. So far, I'm not sold on Ephemerate. But to be fair, it had some biases going into it. Um, I think we probably play Arbiter here. I wish we had a Force Tender to Violin. And I also did definitely want to save that Arbiter for um, the Violin too, but I'm not attacking the factory there. And holding up Path is not very useful. They do have the Dead gone. Fair enough. This is kind of giving away that we don't have a 2-drop, but I still think it's right to get in when we can. "2018 Magic." That's fair. I was enjoying Magic in 2018. Charles Agent. Yeah, you got some bros. Kind of want to path one of them, but I know they have so many basics, so we're just ramping them here. I think we do still path one. Just feels bad, man. Feels Batman. I was thinking about doing things on our upkeep. Oh. Um. So that's a pretty good draw. That's a pretty good draw. This is the first time this league that we've drawn a Stoneforge Mystic. Turns out it's a pretty good card. They could hardcast Fury now. That would suck. Yeah, I'm just gonna flicker it. I was thinking about taking the damage there to get a little more information, but we did die pretty fast last game. This deck can put a lot of pressure on you pretty quickly. Obviously, with one card, they get 10 power. 8 of which is trample. There it is. There's that one card with 10 power. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. Yeah, I see why people play this deck. One card combos are pretty good. think we can get in there with the Wisp. And then we're looking to block with this Cauldra. Yeah, how do they hit that card every time? What's that about? Did they stack their deck? I guess I should be looking. Oh, they're playing Gemstone Caverns on the draw. That's pretty spicy. I like it. You know I like me some Gemstone Caverns. Spider. Oh, they're coming. They could have Brazen Borrower here. That'd be kind of a blowout. Although we have the Giver, but they could bounce the Cauldron itself, I guess. They're just gonna get in for 8. Hey, stop that. Get out of here. Cat was hissing at the other cat. They have 5 cards in hand? That's not good for us. More rhinos? Makes you sad to think about the Gemstone Caverns. Because we can't play with our trusty Simian Spirit Guides anymore. God damn. Turns out they had 3 10 power, 3 mana tutus. Seems rough for us. I've never played against rhinos where they had 2 like obscene draws, but this sucks. This does not feel winnable at all. The only times I played against rhinos, they seem to just like kind of peter out and die. Don't you dare fucking hiss at her. Nancy, what are you doing? What did we draw? I can't see because Nancy's. I need to get out of here. We drew a land. Land is okay, I guess. So we can attack with Kaldra and Flicker Wisp, and then get Yorion into our hand. Play Yorion, blink, Stoneforge, Flicker Wisp, and the Kaldra. That's pretty good. It's decent, I guess. It's a way to win the game. They have 2 rhinos. We don't have any like great blocks on the Shardless Agents, but we have 2 good blocks on the rhinos, so that's pretty good. And we're gonna get like sort of Fire and Ice probably. I mean, Batterskull might be good too. It's probably Sophie though. Yeah, that feels pretty good. As long as they don't have a bunch of Brazen Borrowers or something. Ooh, Prismari command would be annoying. I don't know how many Odawaras they play, but we saw two of them that they had to shuffle to the bottom. Yeah, I mean, I took out the Lion Sash because this matchup doesn't really want Lion Sash, but maybe you were supposed to leave it in because it pitches to Solitude. But Lion Sash is very medium here, so I don't know. I don't think I'd want to keep it in. Yeah, it would be nice, but then we could also just Vial in the Solitude next turn, and unless they have like double removal spell, like triple removal spell here, we're kind of fine, right? Give this pro green, I guess. So that we can trade on, or eat a Shardless Agent with Flicker Wisp. Although I guess maybe pro blue would have been better. Because that plays around Brazen Borrower a little more, but they could just respond with the Borrower. I think green's fine. Ooh, Fury would be bad here, though. They play land Fury. That's a problem. They might want to attack first and then Fury to like clear out the Yorion. But they're at 6, so if they leave us with anything, we're gonna win. Yeah, sweet. Fury would kill me? That would have been game if they had Fury. Fury doesn't do anything about the Cauldron token or the Yorion, so I don't think it kills me. Yeah, it doesn't kill me. We still have 2 blockers for their 4/4s. They only had 2 4/4s. We were at 9. Yeah, I think I just run it back. I don't really see any other. No, they were at 6. We were at 9. Well, we're gonna keep this hand, because it's good, but Archon's a little bit slow. At least they suspended a Crashing Footballs this turn. Means their hand might not be as good as it has been previously. Giver's a good start. Giver into Stoneforge is definitely really nice. They might just not have 2 removal spells. Oh, for sure, pre-Fury it was pretty free. And I don't know. I think with Displacer in the deck, it's pretty free also. And we do have 3 Burned and Forge Tenders that we could draw at any point to like invalidate a Fury, but we just haven't found them. We are playing 80 cards. I'm tempted to get Batterskull here, but Cauldron's just so good. And we have another Stoneforge. We can pick something else with that one. Tempted to get Batterskull because we can actually cast it on turn 5. Damn, it's already down to 2. Yikes. Yeah, Fury plus Stomp. They did have another removal spell. Sucks to be us. But at least they didn't have the stuff right there. That's an awkward draw. I think what we do is play Archon. Because they have to do something about this at some point. This is a matchup where Archon is very good. They're going to get 2 4/4s next turn, maybe more this turn. If they can bounce this. I don't think they have any 1-mana way to deal with Archon. Oh, well, Fury. They could Fury and then Footfalls here. But that would be their whole turn. But we would lose to it. Probably. Blood Moon. Sure, you left that in your deck? That's actually great, because now this comes in untapped. Why did you leave Blood Moon in your deck? We're a mono white deck. Okay. Sick. Sick opponent. Alright, so we can only cast 1 spell this turn. So I think that spell is gonna be Stoneforge Mystic. No, they had it in their main deck. We saw it game 1. So I think they just left it, but it's weird. Maybe they just didn't have enough stuff to bring in. We do have a 5th land, so Batterskull's kind of decent. Yeah, I guess we get Batterskull. Although Fire and Ice closes the game out faster. Yeah, unfortunately can't cast the next spell, but that's alright. Play our Mountain. They're going to get a couple 4/4s. We're going to have a Cauldra. If they can't kill this, they might have Brazen Bar or Otawara, which would deal with the Cauldra token. But we have Flicker Wisp to blink it back down if we haven't already blinked a Rhino, but we're likely to blink a Rhino here. Maybe the big brain play is not to blink a Rhino. And like just play Giver of Runes. Or Arbiter, probably Giver. Yeah, trying to go big brain here. This way we can blink the Cauldra if they do something about it. We will take a big hit, but I think that's okay. Because then presumably we can put in Batterskull on the following turn and gain some more life. Potentially even equip. What's this? Draws discards, kill the Giver. Okay. Deal. Shardless Agent discarded a Footfalls. Okay, their draws have not been that good. I bet they feel pretty silly for leaving in Blood Moon. Whoa, they're smanging? Smashing and banging? I guess they have it, but we can just either put it back into play if they bounce the Cauldra itself, or blink it with Flicker Wisp. Gone. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't realize they had another out. I forgot that Gone was pretty good there. Sure. Deal. Hey. Let's make sure this resolves first, I guess. I guess they could have another answer to Caldra, but we have a Batter Skull now too, so I don't really care. They could have Prismari Command plus Brazen Bar, but that's their last two cards. And even then, we're not just dead here, so I think we're in a good spot. The big brain play has paid off so far. And they scoop. Let's go. All right. Tough one, though. Our opponent had some nut draws there in games 1 and 2. We beat 3 Crashing Footfalls in game 2. And we lost to 3 in game 1. Be right back. I didn't even miss the match. Let's go. But yeah, Spider, how you been, man? What's going on? Working a lot. You're jamming Reanimator and Modern. You should ship me a list. I'll play it. If anybody in the stream is unfamiliar with Spider, definitely give him a follow. One of the best Death and Taxes players of all time, and just one of the best Magic players that I've ever interacted with. So you should definitely check out his stream. Looking at Vile again. Nice. I need to start doing some work. I made a YouTube. This is gonna be on YouTube. I stopped doing VODs on Twitch and I just put them all on YouTube now. And they have like, 8 views or whatever, but my idea is I know Francisco uh, puts all his like amulet stream VODs on YouTube and gets like thousands of views. So bad into prismatic ending. Oh. Um I mean, if they've used prismatic ending on your vial, you're kind of happy with that, right? I mean, it's obviously bad if you keep a shitter with the vial, but and you always keep those. I always keep those, but vial's good. Vial's some good fun magic, as you know, as you well know. But yeah, Spider and I used to go to tournaments all the time together, and do pretty well usually. One of us at least would like cash the tournament. Sometimes both of us. Sometimes we'd end up at the Pro Tour, you know? Yeah, Force of Virtue is really good at playing around Fury and Ren's. I mean, to be fair, my best results lately have been with the Squawks deck. I mean, you do. You just have a really good mind for this type of thing. I think when I'm on my game, like when I'm on my best days, I can also do that. But you the way you look at stuff, you figure stuff out. You got like a creative strategy brain. Hammer's great. Hammer's great. Hammer is probably just the better version of taxes. These are not hands that we mulligan. Teleria West. Well, Arbiter's gonna be good. Double Arbiter's gonna be real good. Double Arbiter with Giver runes to I don't think they play anything really that maybe Otawara that can kill an Arbiter. Explore. Saga. Saga. Ephemerate probably not at its best here, but actually kind of sick with Arbiter in some situations. Kind of sick. Surprised it's so dark. I guess it's just really bright in the back of the room. Un Ultra Explorer. Cavern of Souls. Well, I guess we'll play this Giver. Field of Ruin. Um. So we can field the Saga right now. But I think I'd rather hold up the field. Just get in for 2 and hold up the other Arbiter. I don't know if that's right. Maybe we're supposed to just field them right now. I mean, we lose our land too. So it's not super ideal, but... And I'm also not sure if we're supposed to attack with Giver here. We don't have Forever. The Arbiters are great for a couple turns, but they don't really save us forever. Yeah, the amulet definitely does. But they're not going to get the amulet, right? Because they're going to pay another 2, and then we can blink Arbiter with Ephemerate. This is pretty silly, but we're doing it. Vesuva. Copying forest. Let's let the ephemerate go. Um, so we lose 2 lands here if we field them. And fielding them's not even that good. I think we just swing out. Maybe put Yorion in hand. Holding up paths doesn't do a ton. I guess holding up path is fine. I'm not sure if we swing Giver. I don't know what they play in their main deck that actually interacts. Probably not much, huh? They don't play like Dismember. I'm gonna attack with Giver. And I guess we can put Yorion in hand and then play the other Ganjo. And keep this one. Whatever. Alright, they got 6 mana. You can cast a Naked Titan if you'd like. Yeah, we can pat the shit out of that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Well, we don't have a kill next turn, which is rough. We wouldn't have anyway if we did attack with Giver earlier. But they should be at 7, which is real. Because I left Giver back 1 turn to protect the double arbiter, but I don't know if that actually was doing anything. Opponent playing Colossal Dreadmaw, number 2. Nice Colossal Dreadmaw. Bye. Goodbye. Nice Colossal Dreadmaw opponent. Nice Colossal Dreadmaw. Catholic Commandos coming in. I do kind of wish they were Relic Warder, because Relic Warder is a lot better with Ephemerate. Maybe I should have been playing Relic Warder in an Ephemerate deck over Commando. I've just been pretty impressed by Commando lately with just like the Flash 3-1. Like some games they don't play an artifact that you care about, but you're like, here's a Flash 3-1 and I'm attacking you and it wears a sword. So yeah, I've been kind of happy with that. I don't know if they bring in red cards. I actually don't know what they play anymore. What is in this deck? Modern Amulet Titan. So Force of Vigor, Cavernous Souls. They had the Cavernous Souls in their main. Oh, they have, yeah. Modern Challenge. Somebody played Inferno Titan in their sideboard. You can't Summoner's Pact for Inferno Titan. So you just have to draw that one, I guess. Hmm. So we might want some amount of Forge Tender, but I guess we could also just let them show us the anger or the whatever else before we board in Forge Tender since we're up a game here. I think Thalia is pretty medium, especially on the draw. So I'm gonna trim a couple of Thalias and actually take out this Lion Sash, maybe trim one Thalia. Ephemerate's kind of whatever too. Solitude's kind of whatever. Actually, maybe we want all the Thalias. Um, no, Solitude's pretty good. We need to get rid of the Dryads. Yeah, alright. Alright. But yeah, for this matchup, I would much prefer like two Relic Warders over the two Katakis that are in our sideboard. I was trying out Kataki in this league in case we played against the Artifact deck. This hand is reasonable. I'm gonna keep it. It's got a Ghost Quarter. It's got an Archon. Archon's decent. No Arbiter, but I'm not gonna mulligan this solid of a hand against them. Looking for an Arbiter. Giver's actually not great in this matchup either, but I assume that post sideboard they do have some interaction for Giver. Or for our creatures in general. The Garen Big Forest, no lands, no plays here from our opponent. What you doing, cat? They like to walk right in front of the screen so I can't see anything. And it's not my favorite. While I'm streaming at least. So they know we drew the planes, because why would we have played this? Untapped. Could have played the Ghost Quarter first, but I don't really want to show it to him. Although if they go like amulet, amulet, bounce land, could be bad for us. There's one amulet. The hand is kind of whatever though, I guess, huh? I don't know. I mean, they don't technically have 6 mana next turn. Oh yeah, they do with Garen Brig. Yeah, we probably just lose here. Most likely just dead. Holding Ghost Quarter up would have worked, but also Archon plays around Summoner's Pact. So if they don't have the Titan in their hand, plus the green bounce land, or I guess it doesn't have to be green, maybe. I don't know, I guess it does. Right, because they have to tap this. Yeah, so they need a green bounce land, and which I guess all of them are probably green. No, except for the Boros Garrison, right? So green bounce land and primetime in hand, not Summoner's Pact. Did not attack with Giver there because I'm a little bit scared of them killing our Archon or bouncing it or something. Looks like people were playing Dismember in their sideboards. It was the Garrison, so they can't cast Primetime here, as far as I know. Yeah, they just passed the turn, huh? Okay. That's a deal. Ooh, Cathar Commando. Ooh, Cathar Commando. Again, would be so much better as Relic Order, because we even have Ephemerate. But you live, you learn. You can make a 2/2. We're gonna kill their land. It's not a great trade for us. Obviously, they already made a thing off of it. But we could go score to the Garrison right now. And I think I will, actually. Ephemerate plus Archon is kind of awkward. You're right. You're right. But we can do that. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's fine, I guess. You're right, it's awkward. How many basics do they play? I think it's like 4. 4. We're only hitting them for 2, which is not great. We need some more pressure here would be really nice. We're not going to win hitting them with Archon for 8 more turns. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to ghost quarter any bounce lands on site. That's just where I'm at right here. Yeah, we can just pitch it. What happened to their... Oh, they had to bounce it. They had to bounce a land still. Let's fucking go. So they didn't add anything to their battlefield there. They're bashing with the bro. We'll take that. We'll take that hit. That's a good draw, if only we still had our other land. Ephemerate still works if we have Vile. So that's a thing. I think maybe they have Dismember in their deck, so I'm going to keep Giver Runes up, even though this could end up being our downfall. But actually, crazy plays if we can get Vile up to 3, get their Amulet, and block their Construct token, which becomes a 1/1. That'd be pretty sick. Crazy plays. Oh, we don't have anything for that. That's a prime time. I think we're dead. Damn. If only we had the land there. Yeah, I have 8 cards in hand. Of course they have a prime time. Yeah. That's bad. That's extremely bad. I don't think we can win from here. We just had no pressure. We needed like a Stoneforge at some point in this game. Because, I mean, it's turn 7. We could have killed them. We just didn't. We kept them off doing their thing for a really long time. 2 Urza Sagas. Just going on the grind here. Going for the grindy play. I like it. Smart. Could have waited, I guess. Nah. Yeah, you get to untap your forest, but that's their last basic. They don't have any more basics. They're all in their hand or in play, I believe. Unless they're playing 5. But they're likely not. There's a land. There's a Skyclave on the amulet. There's an attack. Yeah, those 2 Urza Sagas are problematic, but engineered explosives on 1. That's unfortunate. All right. Gonna crack it now. They're probably gonna crack it now. Them just making a bunch of constructs beats us here. Played Slayer Stronghold tap. What just happened? Why did that come in tapped? Oh, Archon. I'm so confused. All right. So we're gonna Solitude. They're gonna gain a bunch of life. They didn't crack the EE because it makes their constructs bigger. So they're gonna have 5/5, 6/6s next turn. You can only kill one of them because Archon's really awkward. Yeah, I think we have to just pass the turn. Yikes. Yeah, the Ephemerate Archon is very awkward here. Expedition map. Okay. Crack EE. I guess if we had targeted the Skyclave. Can I undo this? Dang. If we had targeted Skyclave, we could have let Myriad die and then Solitude ephemerated. Like on their end step. I don't think we're winning this game with that line, but it puts us maybe in a better spot. Because we could have at least gotten rid of all their slam jammers. We could trade Skyclave for another one and Solitude the other one. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. I don't really see us winning this game, so I'm kind of making decisions at somewhat random. That's something. I guess we're attacking there. I wanted to draw a land. Have Dismember. I'm gonna scoop. So we were right to play around Dismember for the majority of that game. So that was cool, but yeah, that was rough. Kataki is a card. I don't think it's very good, but it's a card. I think we just run it back. Try those ephemerates out again. See how they go. What's up, kitty? What are you doing? Where's your sister? Sleeping over there? Ooh, it's kind of chilly. First that breeze was nice, and now that breeze is... Alright, this hand's great. this is what we want. I mean, obviously this being a ghost quarter would be a bit better, but other than that, this is pretty much where we want to be. Yeah, I would love this ephemerate to be a flicker wisp also. So like, yeah, if this ephemerate's a flicker wisp, and this field of ruin and this plains are ghost quarters, then we're like perfect. But we're fairly close to like the hand that I would stack myself if I was stacking my deck. Stage you go. No saga and no amulet is good for us. They kept 7 though, so scary. Interesting that we drew another ether vial. I think we played Thalia first. I think we kind of have to. We need pressure and we need to slow them down a little bit. If they do have like Explorer or something else that they want to play this turn. It's likely Explorer. Saga. Seiji the Vile. That's annoying. That's awkward. That we drew a million ephemerates. I'm just hoping here that they don't have the dismember. Maybe we weren't supposed to play that vial and we're supposed to hold up ephemerate to play around dismember. But yeah. I guess we get kind of fucked by dismember here. Let's just hope they don't have it. Or that they won't cast it. Or that they cast it on Thalia instead. Either one, though, we really don't want these ephemerates not to get used. Alright, we got there, I guess. Ghost Quarter's a good draw. That's a good draw. I think I'm just gonna pass the turn. I mean, we could put Yorian into hand. But then if they have double removal spell, we get kind of got. Maybe that's not really worth playing around, though. Because it's pretty unlikely. Let's attack first and then decide, I guess. Alright, I'm going to put Yorian into hand. The downside there is we can't Field of Ruin them and Ghost Quarter them, but we can do that next turn. Maybe that was wrong. They're going to pay for Arbiter. We're going to ephemerate the Arbiter. But now... Oh, shit, I forgot. I forgot about the Thalia attacks. That was actually really bad putting the Yorian into our hand. That was really bad. But still worked out. They lost their land for kind of nothing there. Thalia means they couldn't have dismembered in response anyway, so I guess it was fine. But it's not like we're casting Yorion next turn. Whoa, they just scooped. We beat Amulet. Arbiter's quite a card. And Ephemerate is pretty good in this matchup because they will try to pay for Arbiter and you can blink it. That's how we won both games. So that was pretty cool. Let's get into another one. Sweet Nancy. Sweet cow, baby. Alright. Still hate Ephemerate. But if it beats Amulet, it's my new best friend. I mean, it was good there. I have to say, it was good there. It won us both of those games. I think combined they count as one blowout. Oops. It is good at making your opponent pay for Arbiter twice. It might as well have been Cloud Shift, but you remember when people were 5-0ing with Cloud Shift sometimes, and I was just like, what are you doing? Why do you have Cloud Shift in your deck? But people were getting 5-0s with it like once every like 6 months or something. Someone would have Cloud Shift in their Taxes deck. I'd be like, no. Judge is familiar. I mean, yeah, we'll keep this. Let's play as the card game known as Magic the Gathering. Blooded Strand. Don't wake. Stoneforge. I think we just go for the beat. Ski down skis. With the giver in play, it doesn't seem like it could go too wrong. Good old Judge is familiar. I mean, Judge is familiar. It's a little bit better now that it holds a sword. Mausoleum Wanderer a lot better, but as far as headquarters, what are they doing? Snow? Oh, this is a 4-color deck. What? Wall of Omens. I don't know what's happening. They're like 4-color blink. Wall of Omens. Guess we have a Cauldron that's coming in. And coming in hot. And I guess we play another giver? I don't know. Why not? Soul Herder. It looks like a blink deck for sure. Deputy of D's nuts. Fuck. At least we have an answer to that. We can't really do anything about what's happening here, I suppose. Because if we give this one protection, it doesn't matter, right? So I guess it doesn't matter. I guess we'll pick white with this so that Solitude doesn't get us. Deputy of D's. Of D's nuts. Doesn't seem like Dahlia is that good in this matchup anyway. Give me those things back. I liked having things. He took my things away. And we weren't friends for a second there. How come Soul Herder is good again? Just because Spike plays something doesn't mean it's necessarily good again. Spike is a very good player. He probably did reasonably well with the deck. And the streamer influence is real. Yeah, I remember when Nassif was playing the Soul Herder deck. It was a very hard deck for Taxes to beat. For sure. They're at 8. I think we can kill them. Yeah, we can kill them. This is kind of a sweet play, actually. I want y'all to check this out. This is kind of sweet. Holding control. Wait. Hitting this. Ephemerating the Stoneforge Mystic. Ephemerate resolves. We get Sword of Fire and Ice. The Stoneforge trigger resolves. We put Sword of Fire and Ice into play. We play Iganjo, Seat of the Empire. We equip Sword of Fire and Ice onto Kaldra. We give Kaldra protection from green and white. So Kaldra ends up having protection from blue, red, green, and white. And then we attack them for 9 total. Nerdy. That was the move. It was pretty sweet. Opponents saw it, I guess. I don't know why they scooped before seeing our next land. That was kind of weird. But I don't know why they scooped before we played the land. That was definitely weird. I don't know what to do against them. No idea what they're playing, really. Probably Soul Herder. Arcades is coming. What's Arcades? Arcades Sabbath. Arcades the Strategist. Elder Dragon. Flying Vigilance. Oh, okay. That's cool. Arcades nuts. I did like that line there. It was just cool that we could give our creature protection from their creatures and get in there for the full 9. I thought that was pretty sweet. What are you doing, baby? Hey. Chill out. Commando, that doesn't really do anything, but it's probably better than Thalia. Just as a flash 3/1. Whatever. Thalia seems bad, so I do wish we had like something in the sideboard that's just like a good card that we can bring in when like Thalia's bad. The sideboard is like very bad for creature decks, but I guess our main deck is fine. It's just against creature decks, Thalia is bad, so we want something to bring in. Lion Sash is pretty medium here, but we just didn't have anything to bring in again. Wall of Omens. Hope we draw a Stoneforge Mystic. Leonin Arbiter is a pretty good draw too, though. I don't think Thalia does much in this matchup, but what are you doing, kitty? Damn. Maybe should have played Arbiter. They have a lot of fetches. Soul Herder. They're going to draw a card off that. That's a problem. And then we're going to Ghost Quarter them, probably. And path the Soul Herder. Oh, they're getting a counter there. Their blue source. Are they planning any removal? I don't know. Could just attack with these two, but I'd rather not. I'll just attack with this one and hope that they block, or what did I just do? I hit 2? I don't know what 2 does. Pass until response. Oh, I kind of like that. Pass until response. Alright. Alright. Opponent had the blue source and the Deputy of D's nuts. We have another passer that they're taking the file. Rude. Very rude. That's a rude dude right there. Give me my vial back. Because a while back, I wanted my vial back. Oops. Opponent has all the lands. I guess they've been drawing a bunch of cards. Now they have blockers for both of our creatures. But the secret is that we actually have 3 creatures. Or we just play another Arbiter. Bums me out that my cats are not happy with each other lately. They used to get along pretty well and like lick each other sometimes, clean each other up. Now they sleep next to each other ish occasionally, but just now like Nancy got upset when I put her next to Cal. Kind of a bummer. I guess having Arbiter as a creature we can file is better than Lion Sash, but whatever. Ephemerate. Yikes. That's a lot of card draw. So they still have to pay 1 for it here, but it's not like that's a big problem. And we are out of removal. So if they play something big and crazy, we kind of get got here. What are they doing with 6 cards in hand? Also with a bunch of Archons. What are they playing? Restoration Angel? I bet they could be playing Restoration Angel, huh? That'd be kind of a bummer. I guess we make them have it, though. Here comes Resto. We can protect our creature. Oh no, they're going to blocks. Alright, that's good. They're 10. We're getting them down a little bit. Ice Fang Koala. Sure. Draw more cards, why don't you? Glass Pool, sure. What do they need so much mana for? Why not copy one of these things? Do they play Cryptic Command? Is this like an Eternal Command deck? I guess I wouldn't be surprised. Collected Company. Sure enough, sure enough. Figured maybe they were playing that. Ewit. They could get back that Spire's headquarters. That's. But I think they're gonna get Ephemerate. they they targeted Company. Yeah, that also makes sense. Sure. We gotta kill him at some point. So let's bash. I guess I'd rather keep Mishra's Factory alive than Lion Sash. Although I'm not sure about that. And I'm gonna put the Archon in before their turn because that makes sense. They're gonna recast Coco, I guess. Damn. It's Soul Herder Ewit. Yikes. Yikes. Getting back Coco again. This is kind of gross. Kind of gross. Oh no, I didn't mean to attack with the giver. Oh, I didn't mean to attack with the giver. I don't think we were winning that game anyway, but definitely did not mean to attack with giver there. So the Cathar commandos don't really do anything. Neither does anything else. This matchup seems horrendous. But Dahlia does slow down their Cocos a little bit. I'm getting pretty hungry here. I might not finish this league. Might have to finish it during the next stream. Because I've got something to do at 8, which is in half an hour. We might finish this league, but I'd also like to eat before the meeting. I think I'm gonna punch. Ugh. Whatever. Let's go to the next one. That matchup seems absolutely horrendous. This way we might finish this match with enough time for me to eat something. I will admit I was kind of looking for a way out there. We got pretty lucky in game 1 to have a quick Cauldra. Actually, that's probably what we should have done was mulligan for a quick Cauldra. Because I think that's really the only way we can beat that. Like, give her into Stoneforge. But obviously, post board, they have a lot more outs to that. But impressed that we took game 1 at least. Seems like a nightmare kind of matchup. Any deck full of value creatures is extremely hard for our deck full of slightly less value creatures to deal with. They're basically just doing what we're doing, but in a better way for the mirror match. Because they're not playing Leonin Arbiter and Thalia. They're playing like Deputy of Attentions and Noble Hierarchs. So they're just doing like the same thing as us, but just more of it, and they don't really care about our taxing cards. And they have cards that just get out of control, like Soul Herder and Eternal Witness plus Collected Company. I'm gonna keep a Stoneforge Ephemerate hand. If our opponent is in fact on Grixis Archon, we're in a very bad spot. I don't like this matchup at all. No, that's a Tron. That's a Tron. But our hand is awful against Tron, so hopefully we draw something. I'm gonna play this like Ganjo because more decks could be playing this card than just us, I guess. I'll play Cave of the Frost Dragon. And then I'm just gonna scoop if they have Tron here. I'm just actually gonna scoop to mine or tower, I think. They know we have Yorion in our deck. And they're seeing that we have Cave of the Frost Dragon. They must be like, what the hell does that mean? There's tower. We're gonna go to game 2. We're gonna bring in Cathar Commandos. Kataki's not what we want. Cathar Commandos, and we're gonna board out Lion Sash and one of the ephemerates, I guess. Actually, Path's pretty bad. I'll take out one of the Paths. Maybe we leave Lion Sash. We take 2 Paths out. Yeah, I like that better. Path is fine because it can deal with like Worm Coil or Big Walking Ballista or whatever. It's possible they're on like Eldrazi Tron, in which case we definitely want all the paths, but I'm gonna assume that they're on normal Tron here. Oh, this hand doesn't really do anything. This hand has Ghost Quarters, so I guess we have to keep it. Bottom sort of Fire and Ice. Opponent kept 7. That's rough. Tron never keeps 7. Well, they had it again. Wish we would have been able to attack with Mischief Factory here. Obviously have to Ghost Quarter their mine on their draw step. Feels bad, man, because I wish it was Field of Ruin in this spot, but take what we can get here. Tower. I mean, we could go for the power plant because they played the mine first, which sometimes means they have more than one of that. I'm gonna go for the power plant. Does fix them for green. Gotta pay 2 for Ancient Stirrings. God damn it, they found it. Alright. We can still Ghost Quarter them again, and this time attack with Mishra's Factory as well. So that's a thing. This time I guess we get the tower. Ghost Quarter, not very good when you don't have Arbiter in play, but it still stops them from getting Tron, so it still plays. There's another tower. Opponent's doing pretty good at making sure they have it here. So if we play Flicker Wisp, we could potentially ephemerate it next turn. So that's probably the move. Ephemerate it on our end step to take their land until their next turn. But they do have Tron here. So this could go horribly, horribly wrong. They have 10 mana, or I mean 9 mana. Play Ugin. Yeah, that sucks. Alright. Well, we played a little bit of Magic. Oh, really? What could we even do about this Ugin? Anything? Nothing. Nothing. Alright. 2 and 3. Kind of a disappointing stream here, or league. Ephemerate was kind of cool some of the time. The deck felt extremely medium. We got a little unlucky to lose the dive roll against Tron and have kind of an awkward draw there. We lost to Death Shadow, which is usually a pretty good matchup. But they're just kind of a good deck, kind of a legacy-esque deck, so they can get you sometimes, and they sure got us. And then we lost to Soul Herder, which is kind of just a nightmare matchup. So Tron can get you sometimes, Death Shadow obviously can get you, and Soul Herder is just a nightmare. I don't ever expect to. Yeah, there was a Thalia in play, Flacco. Would have loved to have blinked it. Yeah. Yeah. Ephemerate seems like a pretty medium magic card. We did some cool things against Amulet and beat them with Arbiter Ephemerate, which was sweet. But my thinking is that Ephemerate is it's it's maybe too cute. I don't know. We had like many, or not many, but we had at least two occasions against Death Shadow where like we needed top deck like anything that blocks or anything that like interacts with our opponent, and we drew Ephemerate with no creatures in play, and it's just like, yeah, this card's terrible. Um, but obviously it's not in the deck because it's a good top deck when you don't have any creatures in play. But that does happen a reasonable amount of the time. Blue Red Murktide is going to try to kill all your creatures. Death Shadow is going to try to kill all your creatures. Control decks are going to try to kill all your creatures. So Ephemerate is pretty bad, but it's also good because you want it in those matchups because you want to blank their removal spell. But then it also is just a terrible top deck. So it's kind of like Thoughtseize. Like you want it in the early game, but you really don't want to draw it later. And we noticed that. I think the Cathar Commandos should have been Relic Warders in this league. And otherwise, I don't know. The deck just felt really medium, but I think I'm not that sold on this card. I think it can be good, but it's also like kind of medium, even when it is good. Or I just thought it wasn't that good. But it does feel more like a Taxes deck when we're playing 4 Archon, 4 Thalia, 4 Arbiter. So I liked that aspect of like we're really taxing our opponent. Um, but Cave of the Frost Dragon was highly medium as well. But yeah, maybe I'll try a similar deck like this, but with no ephemerates, and we'll try something else, like maybe Charming Prince, which is actually a card. Charming Prince and like maybe a couple. Is there another 3 mana thing that blinks? But I think a couple Charming Prince and maybe a couple some other card that is good. That's a 3 drop. There's a lot of good 3 drops that you can play in taxes. Um, Blade Splicer. I don't know. Maybe not Blade Splicer, but something that's good with Yorion. We have Yorion every game. I don't know. And so I'll probably try something like that instead of Ephemerate. Ephemerate was fine, but I'm not sold. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, y'all. I'll see you next time.